What up, anybody, and welcome to another episode of the SVR podcast. Today, we have a guy that has released a new album recently called Imposing Threat. I'm going to introduce to you, his name is Popo John.
Yo, what's up?
Welcome to the podcast, fam.
Hey man, I just want to apologize for delaying so much and taking so long. I just been doing shit.
No problem. So I'm gonna ask you 10 questions regarding your music journey and the meanings behind your newest album called Imposing Threat. So without any further ado, let's jump into it. First question of the day that we kick off: how did you start out making your own music?
So back in first grade, I had this little iPhone 3G, my dad's old phone they let me have, and with my neighbor friends down the street, we just go on voicemails on that 3G iPhone and just make a cappella songs and do it. And that's how I first started making music. And then after that, it's just kind of jokes and stuff. But then comes a few more years, 2017, sixth grade. I'm thinking, oh shit, rap sounds good, and I want to make it because it sounds cool. So made some acapellas on my tablet, my Android tablet, uploaded them to SoundCloud. They're private now, but I could unprivate them sometime. But those were my first songs. Comes about a year later, I took another break, and then my buddy at school named Moons the rapper, he started making music, but people would just clown on him, dude. People would be clowning on him, and we thought it would be funny if we dissed each other. And so we both dropped diss tracks on each other, and this diss track on my friend was my first actual song on SoundCloud, and it did 300 streams and 20 likes, and it did more streams than my friend's diss track on me. But it was all jokes. We were just doing it for fun because it'd be two kids in the middle school diss tracking each other. And then from that point on, people said that was actually fire, and if I worked on my craft, it could actually be good. So then just from that, I was like, all right, I'll continue doing this. And then for the past 2.5 years since then, I've just been learning more about making music and the music industry and artists as a whole. And started out putting out some songs, and I just started putting out a song every 2 weeks. And then I became insecure about those songs because they weren't so good, so I deleted them. Then I put out an album, deleted that album because of the same problem. And then here we are 3 years later, all that stuff happened. And now I've deleted most of my old music besides Takedown and Poached. And then those are 2 singles you can still see on all platforms. And then I've just now released my new mixtape. And yeah, that's how I started making music and the journey of making it until now.
Now, this next question is, I know that I ask a lot of artists about the inspiration, whatever, but I want to know about yours truly, because I feel like there's a lot of rappers that you get inspired by your style, etc. Whoever has been an inspiration for you to get into the music?
More than anyone, honestly, Dax. Dax is what inspired most of my craft, but as it evolved, but my starting craft and up until just 2 weeks ago, my entire inspiration was Hobson, Dax, Eminem. I really liked Luke Gon. He inspired me a lot, but then now recently more inspiration has came from Lil Baby, Shoreline Mafia, A Boogie, King Von, and that's just the music inspiration. But yeah, those are the guys who were more recently inspiring, and then, yeah.
This next question is, how much have you been progressing through your music?
It's been nothing but progression. It feels like every single track I make, I learn something new, so it's a stepping stone with every single song that I make. You can see from my singles versus onto my album, there's been a lot more learning about mixing and mastering and and flow, delivery, etc. And that's I just am consistently improving as much as I can every single song. And it's not even sometimes on purpose. Sometimes it's just naturally as a slow, gradual improvement as I go on.
This next question is, this is for outside of music. What was your earliest childhood memory that you ever been memorized about?
Probably when I was 3 and I had some toy trucks. I was driving them all over and fucking, playing with my toy trucks. And then my dog Cypress came up, and I started to pet him, and he started licking me. That's like the earliest memory I have, and it was when I was like 3.
Was it really difficult?
Some memories just stick with me, like, because I remember them like a lot for some reason throughout my whole life, so I'm remembering it now.
Alright, again, this is another outside of music. Next question is a favorite food that you have been eating on the breakfast?
Favorite breakfast? Honestly, it's either cereal, pancakes, or ham.
Can you tell me why exactly? Is it because it's too soft?
I just like how it tastes. For me, everything is taste and texture, and I enjoy the texture and the taste a lot of those 3 things.
This next question is what means to you musically with your process?
Really, how it goes when I process musically is I like to find the beat that I like with an idea of what I'm gonna make a song about. And when I find the beat I like, I'll like think in my head, I'll freestyle out loud a little bit. Then I'll get the best lyrics from those freestyles. I'll make that the hook, and then I'll write down like I'll just keep freestyling until I get the best freestyle, and that will be the verse.
So, did you just had a chance to find your own sound and improve?
Right now, honestly, I think I'm just finding my sound, and yeah, I do that. Having a sound, like, and knowing exactly what your idea is going to be and how you want to make yourself sound, and then consistently growing upon that is what I want to do and what I think I have been doing, and it helps a lot.
This next question is this is a funny one. How did you come up with a name called Popo John? Does it have any meanings behind that?
So back in 3rd grade, I was on Instagram making my account, and I was just thinking what words look coolest on screen, and I thought Popo was a cool looking word. And then I just put my first name, John, in front of that. And then that's how my name was made, like, and that's just what I called myself on, like, all my socials from that point on. And then when I started rapping, I just figured I'd carry it on that name.
Whoa, does it have any meanings behind a Popo? Is it like Popo from the guy that, does the church?
Nope, no relation behind Popo. It just looks cool. That was the whole thing.
This next question is nobody has been asking about your album in specific, but I'll be the one that will ask you about it. What are the meanings behind your newest album called Imposing Threat?
Well, the lyrics clear it out pretty specifically, but if you want to go track by track on the meanings, blowing is just kind of like me coming back at like the negativity I get. Same with Gray White doing a podcast. Homie just asked what I was doing. Letterman. Honestly, all these songs are just fuck the haters, fuck the negativity, and I'm a fucking legend. That's it. It's just all fucking hype ass hard rap shit. That's all the inspiration was. I just wanted to make some bangers so people can go crazy too. No special shit. Like I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to like prove no point. I'm just having fun with it. I mean, I go into like more serious topics and like actual like, you know, stuff that like more emotional stuff like sometime in the future, but not right now.
This next question is what's gonna be upcoming years for your music journey?
Just more mixtapes, like just more music, releasing more music. Just that's what I'm gonna do for the next few years.
I mean, what about outside? Do you really want to have a job?
Oh, you mean like for life in the next few years? Well, I'm just gonna keep rolling and doing good in school until I'm a senior, graduate, go to Central, to a college nearby. Don't know what I want to do specifically, but rap's always gonna be a side thing unless I do somehow manage to blow up.
Alright, and the final question of the day before we're gonna end it. If you ever had 3 wishes regarding about music, what would you wish for?
To be top 200 most streamed on Spotify for like 3 years at least, maybe more. And then like to collab and know everyone who I want to collab and know. And then to just consistently keep enjoying it. That would be the 3.
Well, that was it, folks. Popo John, if you have anything to say towards to the outro, can you make it?
Yeah. Everyone, stream my new album. All platforms besides Apple Music. Apple Music will release Monday. Everyone have a little one. Thanks for having me.
The links of his social media will be linked in the description below. Go show him some love in his music, and I will see you guys through the next episode. Bye.